Yes, the thing is that, well, humans, this planet is awakening very fast. Even if we don't notice it, the past 60 years have been the fastest period in human history that humanity has awakened. So I know it's difficult to understand it, because you just have to go to Instagram or the news, and you will see how dark is around, but also is the lightest period in human history, because there are much more awareness. That's why we can see the dark, because we are much more aware. Mm-hmm. So our planet is inside a solar system that is inside a system related to Sirius, which is in the arm of the galaxy called Orion. So we, as a planet, we are a cell inside the arm of a huge being called the Milky Way. So whatever happens to this arm of Orion affects all the cells, meaning all the suns and the planets that live in this arm. So basically, imagine that for some reason, we have a trauma, and we live the trauma, and we don't know how to handle the trauma, meaning we had an experience to push us towards evolution, but we are not facing it. If you don't face the trauma, suddenly the body starts to materialize that trauma in the shape of a disease. Mm-hmm. So a disease is a reaction of a trauma that you are not daring to see. So this trauma can become a cancer, for example. So if you start to have a cancer in one of your ganglions here, suddenly it will affect your arm. So the portal of Orion is basically here, in this shoulder. So this portal connects you to the heart of the galaxy. So if the darkness take over the portal of Orion, so you are possibly losing your arm or having heart attack. So, so the thing is, why is darkness taking that? Not because darkness wants for all of us to die, but because there's something that we are not taking care of. So darkness is feeding itself because of that. So unless all the systems of Orion become aware of their process and what do we have to do here in this side of the galaxy, the darkness will take over and will eat the cells that are thriving. But darkness is not the one to blame, neither light. It's just a process that we are not being aware of. And it's not something that we have to decide in this lifetime. Mm-hmm. It's a whole process of millions of years that affects an entire arm of a galaxy, which is a lot. And we have been working with this since 50,000 years ago. So it's not that today we have to decide or today is happening. Actually, it's happening in the past, in the present, in the future, because it all depends on how time and space affects us according to gravity in between the stars. So for some planets, it's happening now. For some planets, it's happening in the future. So it's not something that maybe we have to take care of right now, but our actions in the present, according to bring this planet into awareness, is a clue to create the Earth as a mother cell that can replicate mother cells to take over the cancer cells. So if we do that as a school planet, as we are, we can teach a lot of people how to go through darkness to create light. So basically here, we are not against darkness. We are trying to understand how it works so we can then heal the process. So we can imagine ourselves like white cells trying to understand with the immunological system how the cancer cells works, so we can try to do something, basically.
Yeah.